They've got to make sure that they take every opportunity available. Just grab it and run. Here it is, a drop kick where they've opted to try and aim for the touchline to get a restart. Unsuccessful. They're back under pressure, just 20 metres out from their own line.
Treaster giving it away to Eismunger, coming at pace, Sam Eismunger. He's 10 out from the Cowboys line. Campbell. Away to Fierce, he's tackled 10 short. Treaster. Going himself, Dean Treaster, and almost sneaking through. From Peachy, away to Campbell in the hands of Stanley. Holding the pass up. Still hasn't been effectively put to ground, Stanley. Back to Preston Campbell. Campbell back onto the blind side. Now to Sean Ryan. Ryan crashing his way through. Good player, Sean Ryan. The hard-working second rower scores a well-deserved try. He has taken Cronulla, or the Sharks as they are now known, forward all night and caps off a good game with the try that will seal the match for the Sharkies.
And no doubt there'll be disappointment on the faces of the players. None more so, I guess, than the skipper. But very good run. Probably gave the chance for the Sharks to capitalise. Some defence. You could just see that they didn't really know what to do. Here it was. The option to run the ball from Preston Campbell was terrific. Left in two minds was Adam Connolly. He didn't know whether to move up or not.
You'll always find there'll be the player who's underrated, perhaps doesn't get the raps that other teammates do, but does all the hard work, and that's what Sean Ryan does week in and week out for the Sharks. He's an excellent player, and he's had a fine game tonight. Lane Stanley's kick. Never a possibility. But the Sharks leading now by 20 points to 8 with 6 minutes remaining here in Townsville.
Wednesday.
Oh my God. Death by strangulation.
North Queensland with the ball placed for the restart. And they go for the short kick off. Valentine trying to tap it back and does so, and Hetherington will come up with it. Now to John Doyle. And then to Goldthorpe. Goldthorpe pushes it wide to Bowman. Jones. Good tackle made on him by Campbell. Big man on little man, but he did it well, Preston Campbell. Ball lost by Buttigieg. Quickly snapped up, though, by the Sharks. And here's Sean Ryan, having just scored the try, back into the action once more.
They're the situations that really have cost the Cowboys any chance in this match. Just simple drop balls. I mean, there wasn't too much pressure on.
Well, John Buttigieg,
he was with the drop ball. He probably felt a little bit guilty and decided, well, I'm going to take my frustrations out on somebody. Why not make it my opponent, Andrew Pearce? I bet Pearce wishes he had caught the ball a few moments ago.
I reckon Andrew Pearce is saying, I wish you had held on to that. Sean Ryan again. Doesn't he get through some work, Sean Ryan? On the last to Preston Campbell. And his kick bounces into touch. Allowed to go over the touchline by Brian Jellick. John Lang, and with him, of course, the football manager of the Sharks. One of their greatest sons. One of Australia's greatest too. Steve Rogers.
Two wonderful test representatives, and gee, there's no surprise, is it, to see a club like the Sharks doing so well when you've got the strength of internationals like those two behind you. Both very quiet fellows.
Break apart. Penalty's going Cronulla. I just finished speaking to you. Here comes in the bloke that you belted him down there, and you go and punch him in the face then. You went over and poked over in his eye.
The frustrations continue for Buttigieg.
They're not the happiest of nights tonight for John Buttigieg. One he'll just put down to experience, I would think. Penalty goes the way of the Sharks.
Yeah,
and they'll have a shot at goal.
Yeah, funny situations like that.
I just finished speaking. Well, I didn't know he apologised, mate. All I saw was like a poke in the face. I just finished talking to him. It's just silly stuff.
Well, the skipper Goldthorpe saying that it must have been an accident, and Buttigieg had apologised to the player, the Sharks player, who had accepted his apology. I'm sure that the Sharks accepted Harrigan's decision straight after a little bit easier.
Actually, when you look at those stats, we said Buttigieg's had a quieter night tonight, but the stats show 21 tackles and about 15 hit-ups. It's not exactly a quiet night. Probably quiet by his standards of recent weeks. And frustration at having given away that penalty. There it is. Most forwards would probably be fairly happy about a stat sheet like that. He's obviously not.
He's turned over possession a number of times, which is very unlike Buttigieg. We've seen tradesman-like performances from him all year.
Blaine Stanley's kick is there. Successful by Blaine Stanley. Tim Sheens knows that this is another game that has got away from his side. They've been competitive, but in the end they're going to get beaten. And that's happened to him so often. 22 points to 8 in favour of the Sharks. Quick restart, and Preston Campbell threading his way through traffic in centre field. Eismunger. Like Sean Ryan, his fellow second rower, he's worked hard tonight, Eismunger. A Cronulla junior. Nick Graham. Eismunger again. Here comes the last for the Sharks. Wade Forrester uses the kick in behind Jellick. He'll be happy about that. Forrester finds touch. And just prepared to work down the clock, the Sharks, knowing that this game has certainly been won. They've picked up the 2 points, which is what they wanted. They knew that when you come to North Queensland of a Saturday night, the Cowboys are always tough, and when you're missing your state of origin representatives, you know you're in for a battle. John Lang would be very pleased. The way his side has gone about this game, they have been put under pressure at times, but they've responded in the manner that a top-class side does.
Hey, get out of there!
As we come to the last 30 seconds, and Peter Jones on his own 30. John Doyle. Doyle makes a half break. Now to Valentine. Good tackle made on Valentine, though, by Treaster. Goldthorpe. One last throw of the dice for the Cowboys. Away to Scott Prince. Prince put to ground by Stanley, and that is full time. The Sharks stay on top of the ladder with a very professional win. The full-time score here in Townsville. The Sharks defeating North Queensland by 22 points to 8.